Guys don't ever just SD like that. What the fuck just happened? Alright, I'm gonna play this nigga in Tekken. I don't feel like dealing with that bullshit. FUBU. I used to feel like such a fucking just outcast because I didn't have FUBU when I was a kid. All the black kids around me had FUBU. Hey, where's your FUBU, nigga? You don't get... And I'm just sitting there just like... This is how desperate I was to wear FUBU, right? To fit in. So it was free dress day at school. I knew everybody was going to be rocking a FUBU jersey. I went next door to my friend's house because he always had FUBU. His mom always bought him whatever he wanted. He had FUBU, everything. FUBU jerseys. Had the jersey. Remember when FUBU had the jerseys with the fucking like cities and shit all over it? And I went next door and I was like, yo, I said, Edward, you think I could borrow one of your FUBU jerseys? He's like, my nigga, they all dirty, but shit, you can go ahead and borrow one though. You just gotta wash it. Man. So in my apartments when I was a kid, we had these cards where you load up fucking money on it. And I didn't want to ask my mom because if I asked her, she was going to tell me, I'm not about to put money on that card, blah, blah, blah. So I fucking put the FUBU jersey in the tub, put some laundry detergent or dishwashing liquid, and I scrubbed it and tried to get all the stains out so I could have a clean FUBU jersey to wear for school the next day. I was so desperate. I put the shit under a blow dryer, made sure it was dry because I didn't have money to dry this shit either. And then, yeah, man, I went to school with like a semi-clean FUBU jersey. It was dirty, but I felt good because I swear everybody was rocking FUBU jerseys. And I would have just felt like such a zero if I would have went to school without a FUBU jersey. So yeah, I would never support a brand like FUBU ever. Brands like that would make you feel like shit, and black people would make you feel like shit if you weren't wearing those brands. What kind of jeans those? Oh, Levi's, my nigga, that's what you rocking? The fuck? Hey, this nigga got on Levi's. You know how black people, if you black, you know how black people are, they gonna roast you for anything. Oh, you smart? Hey, this nigga smart. This bitch ass nigga soft. He's smart. Alright, so I guess I gotta add somebody. This nigga over there doing his homework. That nigga doing his homework? Oh, bitch ass soft nigga doing his homework. Hey, you's a bitch. Hey, that nigga soft. He over there doing his homework. Man, let's go get some bitches, my nigga. This nigga over here doing his homework. This nigga said not all blacks. Nigga, 90% of us act like that. American blacks? Come on, my nigga. Let's keep it 100% factual. Black people will clown you for anything. I'm sorry, my nigga, but I couldn't find you. Hold on. Alright, I just added you. Yeah, if you go to a black school, you getting roasted. If you don't got gear, if you don't got the latest kicks, you getting roasted. Why do you think black people be running through the fucking goddamn for shoe releases and shit? Because if you go to school and you don't got the fresh shit, you're not getting bitches. Your fellow niggas ain't gonna think you're cool, and you're gonna be an outcast. What made me think about trials? Because I was just on the dashboard and I was like, oh man, I remember me and Dela Cruz used to play the fuck out of that. All right, fake FUBU, FUBU, FUBU. The style, the clothes, the wear, FUBU, FUBU. Damn, just thinking about that brings bad memories, man. If you didn't have that Fat Albert, man, if you had the Fat Albert FUBU jeans with the Fat Albert FUBU jean jacket, ooh, you was getting all the bitches. And you went to the movies on a Saturday night, ooh, you was getting all the hoes. You had to have your fake ice. You had to have a chain. If you didn't have ice, you was not getting bitches. You had to have a fake chain. You had to have your FUBU. If you didn't have it, you were not getting bitches. Period. When rims came out, if you had a car with no dubs, you was not getting hoes. They'd be like, where your rims at? I'm telling you. It don't matter how ugly you were. If you had gear, that's what it was called back then, gear. If you had gear, they'd be like, oh, that nigga Javontre got gear. That nigga stay coming to school with gear. That nigga be geared up. That's what it is. It is coonery. I'm telling you the inner linings of nigga right now. When I was a kid, if you didn't have FUBU, any of the hottest gears, ooh, if you had Sean John, ooh, they would know you. Man, when Sean John was hot, if you had a Sean John velour, man, I had so many Sean John velours. That's all you needed back then was a big ass white tee, a fake chain, a Sean John velour, and some all white forces. That's all you needed. I had like so many. I had a gray velour suit, navy blue velour. Damn, what other colors did I have? I had like 4 or 5. A black velour. What else did I have? I had another color too. I think I had like 4 or 5 velours. For niggas being exposed for doing some gay shit. Oh yeah, I got stories for that too. I got stories for that. You have to donate for the sus stories though. But it was this one particular nigga who was, yeah, he was on some sus shit. Feelers with the straps. Nah, nigga, I don't know what era that is, but man, my mom's ex-boyfriend, right? I used to get so jealous of this nigga because he would come straight off. He would come, I don't know, from work, wherever the fuck he came from, and he would just come over with a fresh Sean John velour. And I used to envy the fuck out of him. I'd be like, yo, Jerome, like, where'd you get the velour? And he would just be all arrogant about it too. He'd be like, I mean, you know, I got the hookups. I mean, you know, you like it? I'm like, yeah. He like, all right. Didn't offer me a velour, nothing. Just shitted on me. This nigga didn't come over and bring me a velour. Like it? All right, so let's see. You need a sus story? I'm gonna need another 10 for that butt plug. And I got you.
Story now, LTG.
Now, how you invite niggas in here again? Oh, there we go. Oops. Hey, yo, Rocks, the way I'm gonna do it is the people who pay for MK11, I'm gonna add them to my special list. Yeah, nigga, I'm not telling a gay child incest story. It didn't involve me as far as doing the gay shit. But I'm gonna tell you about a gay ass nigga one of the gay ass niggas I grew up with that act like doing gay shit wasn't sus. All right, I sent you that. All right. All right, so
Give
all right,
me
let's
my
think.
Zeus stories. Now
Let me see.
LTG and Fat White Hope.
All right, so I'll tell you this one story about this dude. So it was this dude in my apartments named Dayron. I think I was like in 8th grade, right? So this nigga, everybody in the apartment complex thought this nigga was, the bitches thought he was cute, blah blah blah. I don't know, this nigga looked like a little raccoon or something to me, but the bitches thought he was cute, blah blah blah. I used to couldn't stand this nigga, but somehow I don't know, I started kicking with all the niggas in the apartments. Like I finally got my dream. Like I finally was able to be cool with the blacks. I finally got in. Ooh. I had an earring and everything. That's when I finally got my ears pierced too. So, you know, they was coming over every day. We was playing NBA 2K on Dreamcast, NFL 2K. We was just inseparable. And one day I was over at his house and he was like, let me ask y'all niggas a question. I wasn't even saying nigga back then. I didn't develop the vocab for it yet. I was saying fool. I wasn't saying nigga. I was saying fool. So for one, they would always clown me for saying fool. They would always say nigga, and I'd be like, man, fuck you fools. They'd be like, this nigga Dale was square. And I'm saying Dale because that was my name back then. That's who I was back then. For all you dumbass niggas. So they would call me a square. Every time I said fool, they would be clowning me, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, though, long story short, he was like, yeah, so let me ask you, so it was a homie, me and Edward, right? He was like, let me ask y'all niggas a question. We were like, what? He's like, y'all niggas, do y'all niggas think it's gay to get hit from a dude? I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? And then the other homie was like, I don't think it's gay. He was like, I get hit from a dude. That shit ain't gay. I was like, the fuck? They was like, you think it's gay, my nigga, to get hit from a dude? I said, yeah, it's gay. What the hell you mean? I said, if you do anything with a boy, you're gay. They're like, nah, nigga, hell no. Accepting head is not gay, my nigga. Accepting head is not gay. It's like Danny gay, and then Dayron was like, Danny gave me head already, and I fucked him. I guess Dayron's uncle or whatever was gay, and I guess he was getting topped off on the low from his quote-unquote uncle or family member, whoever it was. And it was one time I went over there and him and the dude went in the bathroom, and I guess he was getting topped off on the toilet, and dude insisted, mind you, we were kids, dude. We were like, I had to be like 13. This dude insisted that getting dome and fucking a dude wasn't gay. This nigga insisted on that shit. This nigga would do sus shit. He'd be like trying to grab our asses and shit. We just like, I'd be like, what the fuck you doing? He'd be like, nah, nigga, I'm just playing, blah, blah, blah. And then one time, one of my homies had spent the night. So me and one of my other homies, we played a trick. We was like, man, we're gonna tell Brandon that this nigga Dayron touched his ass and everything in his sleep. Cause I guess Brandon was asleep and this nigga Dayron just got his ass cheeks, spread it over his face, was farting on him, dropping his balls on his face and all types of shit. But Brandon was a hard sleeper, so he didn't feel it. So, so fuck it, man. So Dayron left the next day or whatever. We told this nigga Brandon, like, man, this dude is dropping his nuts in your forehead. We like put extras on it. You know how it is when you're a kid. We was just saying all types of shit. Was like, man, this dude was farting in your face when you was asleep. He was dropping his nuts on your forehead. He had his nuts on your nose. Oh shit. And fucking he's like, what the fuck? He's like, that bitch ass nigga with his nuts on my nose. I was like, me and the homie was like, yeah, dude, we was putting extras on it. He was like, yeah, man, he had his nuts in your nose. We think he might have put his dick on your forehead. We was just saying all types of shit. And this dude believed everything. He's like, all right, let that nigga know I want his fade. After class, tomorrow, let that nigga know I want his fade. It's over. Boom. Dayron had no idea because we gassed it up so much. All Dayron actually did was, I don't know, he claimed he put his nuts on his face, but all that nigga actually did was fart on his face with bare ass. He didn't actually put his dick on his forehead or put his nuts. Because while we would just be kicking back watching this man put his, or this boy put his nuts on another dude's forehead and not say shit. And we just sitting there watching him just drop balls on him like that. So, yeah, we gassed it up. And Dayron was like, I don't even know why you want the fade, nigga. You know, back then you was just going like this. He's like, I don't even know why you want the fade, nigga, but I'm gonna just catch it anyway. So they start squaring off. And one of the homie threw a big ass haymaker. Boo, hit him. Swelled up Dayron's eye. One of the other homies like, nah, I'm gonna jump in for that nigga. That ain't fair, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, let him go, let him go. So I guess it was like a sloppy fade. You know, they both got a couple hits, but ultimately the homie Brandon whooped his ass. But Dayron never knew why this nigga Brandon beat his ass or wanted to beat his ass, because we gassed the fuck out of the whole situation and lied to this nigga and said that he dropped nuts all over this dude's forehead, was flapping dicks on his forehead. Of course he was farting in his face, but we just gassed up the situation. So there's your story that cost 20. And I invited this nigga, but he didn't accept my invite. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. I just realized that. Yo, the nigga who paid the 20, are you gonna join my lobby? Nah, DT wasn't in this era. You're still waiting, nigga. I sent you the invite. Yo, appreciate the 10, thank you.
Big fan.
I just sent it to you right now. 1v1 Smash players in a competitive scene? I don't know if I make it to one. That's not really my, like, that's not really a goal for me to just go to tournaments and shit like that. There's no money involved in that. Didn't come through because you deleted the friend request? Oh, what the fuck? I could have sworn I did that already. Friend request received. Is this you? Alright, I got you. I gotta really remove all these niggas off my list. There's too many people in here I'm never gonna play or anything. It's a waste of fucking time. Look at this shit. Jeez. Nah, but we did gas the situation though, because it was just funny. I'm just gonna play Negan, dude, honestly. I gotta hit this gym. I don't even feel that fucking pre-workout right now. You got me fucked up. I've never been on no gay shit, never will be. That's what you like, cool, but that's never been my forte. I was always like, there was a point in time where like I was obsessed with girls like, oh no, no, fuck. Don't, let's just beat me and then we'll get out of this. I wasn't even paying attention. Man, I used to be wearing my heart on my sleeve for bitches when I was, man. I used to, and at fucking 13 and shit, I used to think like, man, I'm about to marry this girl. I was a simp. Every man starts off as a simp, and then bitches ruin you as a character and human being, to the point where you just become ruthless, or you just don't give a shit no more. Let me tell you niggas something. Good niggas are dudes who never been fucked over. Players and all that type of shit is because what bitches did to them. Oh, you play Miguel too? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Perfect. Yeah, I've smoked weed a few times, but it does nothing for my mental. It's a waste of time for me. I'm already a logical, way out there thinker. So me smoking does absolutely nothing for me. Hey mods, clean up the chat. Thank you. Perfect. Round 3. Fight. I'm gonna run this set and I'm gonna go. But like I said, the goal is to drop 2 videos tomorrow. I gotta get a haircut at 10 a.m. Gotta do a couple of things around the city. Hurry up, get home, edit the fuck out of this video after I'm done doing everything I need to do. Yeah, all of that. How many of you guys seen Captain Marvel? And let me know what you think about it from a 1 to 10.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Let me see if I even remember, man, because Yo, how do I get Negan's story? Oh, here we go. Not his story, but his shit. 3, 6. I'm gonna give Captain Marvel a 5. I fell asleep on a good chunk of the movie. It was just stale as fuck, and you knew that it was just leading up to a dope movie that's gonna be Avengers. That's what was trash to me. Like, yeah, it's just, I give it a 5. Probably when it comes to Marvel movies, I would say Venom, Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel are the worst ones that I've seen in a very long time. And the Spider-Man movie that had Electro, Jamie Foxx's Electro. Worst Marvel movies I've seen, those 4 on my end.